Hello, everyone in Sacred Circle. This is Jasmine Starlin. And so I finally typed up my five pieces on reaping and sowing. So, number one, let's just get into it. Number one, whatever seed you sow, you reap. As in your thoughts. Your thoughts are your first seed of the process of manifesting whatever it is that you are trying to harvest. So be mindful and monitor your thoughts, your conversations. Be aware during challenges and trying times. Examples like if you're in traffic or if you're in the store, you know, that waiting game can be trying. So be mindful of your thoughts, because what you sowing, because that's the seed, that's your first seed. Your thought is your first seed. Constant corrections, and it's okay to say, okay, you know what? Let me reel it in. Let me reel it in. You know what? Let me reverse that. Let me take it back, and it's okay. You know, as Chanel said, it's not about perfection, you know, and it's always a good thing when you're aware. That's the thing, being aware of what are you doing, you know, what are you saying, what are you putting out there? Are you really about that life that you saying, oh, I'm broke, I ain't gonna never have that? But really in your head, you're like, I really want that. But you're saying and you're thinking, I'm not gonna have it because I ain't got no money. That's why you ain't got no money. Just saying. Some seeds were passed down from previous generations. You know, maybe, you know, our mom and dad, family members, grandma and them did it the best they could with what they had. You know what I mean? And that's cool beans. You know what I mean? To them, they felt like it got them to where they got to, and they're content with that, and that's absolutely fine. But it's about respect. Some of us wants to do other things. We want to just venture out more, and we want a little bit more stuff. And it ain't just about stuff. It's, you know, within, you know, being free, the whole round, freedom. And some things you're gonna have to start your own hole in first. So it starts again with the thought. You know, and you don't have to take the same soil that was passed down to you. You don't have to take it. You know, I don't know what you're gonna do with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But you know, as I used to say it my own self, eat the meat, leave the bones. So you want to see it, visualize it, which is your thought. You know, you want to see it. You want to then speak it, and then you want to make an action in your energy. Make sure your energy is in a good place when you make that action, because you don't want to do it as in, like, for example, like, well, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the soup kitchen because, you know, they say you gotta serve if you want to get something. Or I'm gonna go ahead and just get this money, and I'm gonna donate this money because I'm trying to get some back. If you doing it, it's just trying to, like, a tit for tat kind of thing, it ain't gonna work. So if you're gonna do something, you gotta make sure you're doing it from your heart, because you really want to do it genuinely, not looking for a comeback. You're going to get back regardless. We know that's how the law works. You want to say it, you want to see it, you want to do it, and you want to be it. Be mindful of your sacred ground, which is your environment. Your environment, which is like my home. You know, when I'm out and about, there are some things that we just can't control. We can't control other people's thoughts about us. We can't control what people do with their lives and everything like that. But we can control our environment. We allow whatever we allow. And have a sacred space where you can report to God and check in within. And it's okay to check in within, because once you check in within yourself, there's nothing nobody else can check. Like, you know, people come up to you telling me I'm about to check them. No, because I already did all of that. So I'm good. You know, me and God, we had a discussion. I know what I need to do, because it's a constant, you're constantly evolving, you're constantly growing, you're constantly improving. Like, you're not getting it together. You know, some people be out here just saying things like, oh, you know, how could you say this and that? But look at your, you're doing this and you're doing that. That's not even the thing. Eat the meat, leave the bones. You know what's right, and what's wrong. If you don't, you just don't know. But you're gonna learn today. Okay, let's see. We also, for number one, lastly, no roots equal no fruits. So if you ain't putting out nothing that you want, then you ain't gonna get nothing. So what you gonna do? Now, number two, let timing be your friend after planting. Let timing be your friend after planting. Things take time before roots take place. Things take time before roots takes place. Because when do you want to, pick your fruit? When do you, for example, like a lemon, we just use a lemon example. You gotta, I want my lemons to be nice and plump and right at peak and nice and yellow. I don't want them all hard, and I don't want them all brown and green, not just, when they green, they ain't ready yet. They brown, they tired, they dry and hard, they gone. So you gotta know your timing. Know what seasons to start planting seeds. You have your seasons of giving, you have your seasons of serving, you have your seasons of just being a listening ear. There's a season of just being quiet and listening. There's a season of just speaking and teaching, But once you check in within, with your universe, with your God, or whoever you pray to, you know, so that's very important. Seed, time, gap, and harvest. With seed, you want to plant, dig, and sow. With time, you want uninterrupted. You're gonna have people doubting you. You're gonna have negative chatter. You're gonna have people just saying that you ain't what you doing for, why you doing it. People gonna be trying you, period. You know what I mean? So when following that is your gap, which you're gonna have to step into your power. You're gonna have to let go and step into your creations and see yourself as it is. If let's say, I want to be, I want to make, $10,000 a month, just playing music. Like, I'm going to be in the house playing my music as if I'm DJing some event, some party, and, and I just know in my bank, writing checks, $10,000, mailing them to myself every month, doing the work, doing that action, doing stuff that, I'm just going ahead and say it, doing stuff broke people think is weird. They think it's weird, like, oh, what's she talking about? How she gonna get that? How she gonna that? It don't matter. Just say what you gonna say, put out what you're trying to get, and then boom, there it is. Do the work. Do things that you never done before. You get the same results if you keep doing the same thing. I'm sorry, I'm outside, so y'all may hear a little noise in the back. So, boom, we working through it. Let's see. Okay, and then you, lastly, for number two, you got your harvest. Bam. You got your harvest. There it is. And and just keep repeating. And three, we have how you nurture determines your nature. So digging the ground properly, watering it when needed, Be clear and detailed. Even if it's, I don't really know what it is that I want to do. I don't know what it is that I'm trying to get. I don't even know if I'm ready, even if I'm for that lifestyle. Because, some people be asking for stuff and then they ain't got it because they wasn't never ready for it. And sometimes, you pray and say, hey, I need clarification. This is what I feel like, this is what I want, this is what I could use, I could need, or whatever it may be. But I don't know what that is. And I want to live a prosperous life. But what is it that I need to do or what I'm trying to do? And you do that, but still make a move. Like, don't just sit there and think it's going to come knocking on your door. And the gap time is the action part. It determines your time and your quality. It determines the time and the quality. And speak on what you want to create, pulling it towards you, and then it will bring itself towards you. Give from a genuine place. Your heart is constantly and consistently, and you want to be willingly to serve, and you want to give from the heart. Number 4 is what is in store is more. Rule number 4. What is in store is more. One seed multiplies more fruits and more seeds. One lemon might have like about 6 seeds. I'm just throwing a number out there, about 6 seeds. So one seed, boop, then you got this tree. And the tree got about like 50 lemons. I'm just throwing numbers out. 50 lemons on there. Boom, 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 boom. They dropping. You got 6 seeds in each one lemon. So you got bam, 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 honey. You got forest going on, So you magnify what you speak about as well. So whatever you talking about a lot, most of the time, you just talking, and you talking regardless of what it is. If it's some BS or if it's some GS. You magnify what you speak about. And when more comes, be ready. Be mindful of what you're asking for. So which means you need to do your own research, stuff that's going to be time consuming, but it's all about how you want it. I'm going to go ahead and quote Les Brown, honey, you got to be hungry. You got to be hungry. If you ain't hungry, you ain't trying to eat. If you ain't trying to eat, then that's on you. And lastly, you want to actually protect what is yours. Protect what is yours. You worked hard for your stuff. You don't took the time that we can't get back. Time is currency. And protect it. Protect at all means. Protect at all means. And lastly, number 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. We on the last one. Okay. Build upon your roots. This is very important. Build upon your roots. Because first of all, we want to multiply and be fruitful. And number 1, too, we also want to set your foundation on solid grounds. A strong foundation. We want to set it on the rock, not on the sand, on the rocks. And when you do it on the rocks, when you build your foundation on the rocks, you're just sturdy, you're stable. Even if the top kind of get crumbly, but you still got that foundation. You got something to work with. And by doing that, just do the right thing. Do the right thing the first time and you'll always win. And when you do the right thing, it's not about just, well, this is what I want to do, so let's just don't, attitude. Get the attitude out of it. Do the right thing. Do what's going to be best for, what is going to be best for you. You know what I'm saying? And some people ain't going to like it. We ain't here for all of that. You know what I mean? That's personal things over there. You handling your stuff. We talking about individuals. And if everyone can get this, then whoa, we can have a smooth operation world right now. But sowing and reaping, what are you going to be sowing? And what will you reap? Think about it. Thank you all. Thank you for your time. Be blessed. Be well. See you soon.